Namaste students, I am JVN's Dr. Neeraj Bhulia, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. So today we are going to discuss carbohydrates and the subject is fundamentals of biological chemistry. So let's start. Carbohydrates are a group of naturally occurring carbonyl compounds, that is aldehydes or ketones, and that also contains several hydroxyl groups. It may also include their derivatives, which produce such compounds on hydrolysis. So they are the most abundant organic molecules in the nature and also referred as the saccharides. Carbohydrates, which are soluble in water, are sweet in taste and they are known as the sugars. So let's talk about this structure. Carbon, they contain of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. The general empirical structure of carbohydrate is CH2O and multiply by N. So they are organic compounds and organized in the form of aldehydes or ketones with multiple hydroxyl groups coming off the carbon chain. So the building blocks of all carbohydrates are simple sugars called monosaccharides, and the monosaccharides can be polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxy ketones. So they are known as the aldose or ketoses respectively. Carbohydrates can be structurally represented in any form of the mentioned three forms, that is open chain structure, hemiacetal structure, and Haworth structure. So what are they? So open chain structure is the long straight chain form of carbohydrates. Hemiacetal structure, here is the first carbon of the glucose condenses with the hydroxyl group of the fifth carbon to form a ring structure. And what is the Haworth structure? It is the presence of the pyranose ring structure. So it is a ring structure. So what are the properties of the carbohydrates? First, we will talk about the physical properties. So stereoisomerism. So compound saving the same structural formula, but they differ in special configuration. So example is glucose has two isomers with respect to the penultimate carbon atom, and they are D-glucose and D-L-glucose. So D-glucose and L-glucose are the stereoisomers. So next is the optical activity. So it is the rotation of plane polarized light forming plus glucose and minus glucose. So if the compound is known as the optical active, if it is having the property that it can rotate the plane polarized light. So on the basis of that, two types of molecules are there, plus and minus. Distereoisomers, it is the configurational changes with regard to carbon number 2, 3 and 4 in glucose. The examples of diastereomers isomers are the mannose and glucose. And anomerism is a special configuration with respect to the first carbon atom in aldoses and second carbon atom in ketoses. So chemical property of carbohydrates. So oxygen formation. Oxygen are carbohydrate derivatives with when sugars are reacted with an excess of phenylhydrazine and Benedict test. So reducing sugars when heated in the presence of the alkali gets converted to powerful reducing species known as the anidiols. When Benedict's reagent solution and reducing sugars are heated together, the solution changes its color to orange red or brick red. Oxidation, monosaccharides are reducing sugars if their carbonyl groups oxidize to give carboxylic acids. In Benedict test, D-glucose oxidized to the D-gluconic acid. Thus, glucose is considered as one of the reducing sugar. Reduction of alcohols, the carbonyl group in open chain form of carbohydrates can be reduced to alcohols by sodium borohydride or catalytic hydrogenation. The products are known as the alditols. So what are the properties of monosaccharides? They are sweet in nature. They are solids at room temperature. They are extremely soluble in water, and glucose can dissolve in minute amounts of water to make a syrup. So 1 gram per 1 ml H2O can be dissolved. So this is the classification of carbohydrates. They are categorized into the monosaccharides, disaccharides, oligosaccharides, and polysaccharides on the basis of the number of sugar molecules which are present in that. So let's talk about them one by one. So monosaccharide, it is a simple group of carbohydrates and often called simple sugars since they cannot be further hydrolyzed. They are colorless crystalline solid which are soluble in water and insoluble in a polar solvent. So these are compound which possess a free aldehyde or ketone group. The general formula is the CnH2O or CnH2nOn. So they are classified according to number of carbon atoms they contain and also on the basis of the functional group present. The monosaccharides thus with 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 carbons are called the trioses, tetroses, pentoses, hexoses, heptoses. Aldoses or ketoses depending on whether they contain the aldehyde group or ketone group. So examples of monosaccharide are the glucose, fructose, erythrulose and ribose. Oligosaccharides, they are compound sugars and that yield 2 to 10 molecules of these same or different monosaccharides on hydrolysis. The monosaccharide units are joined by glycosidic linkage and based on the number of monosaccharide units, it is further classified as disaccharide, trisaccharide or tetrasaccharides. So oligosaccharides yielding 2 molecules of monosaccharide on hydrolysis known as the disaccharide, and thus if they are yielding 3 or 4 monosaccharides are known as trisaccharides or tetrasaccharides. The general formula is CnH2n H2O and -1, and the example are disaccharide. The example of disaccharide is sucrose, lactose and maltose, and the example of trisaccharide is raffinose and ribinose. Polysaccharides, they are also called the glycans, and polysaccharides contain more than 10 monosaccharide units and can be hundreds of sugar units in length. So they yield more than 10 molecules on monosaccharides on hydrolysis. Polysaccharides differ from each other in the identity of their recurring monosaccharide units in length of their chains. It is types of the bond linking units and in the degree of branching. So they are primarily concerned with two important functions, that is structural functions and the storage of energy. They are further classified depending on the type of the molecules produced as a result of hydrolysis. So they may be homopolysaccharide or heteropolysaccharide of the same. If they have the same type of the sugar molecules, then that is known as the homopolysaccharide. And if they have more than one monosaccharides or sugar molecules, then that is known as the heteropolysaccharide. So example of homopolysaccharides is starch, glycogen, cellulose and pectin. And the example of heteropolysaccharide is the hyaluronic acid and chondroitin. Some of the functions of carbohydrates, because living organisms use the carbohydrate as accessible energy to fuel cellular reactions. They are the most abundant dietary source of energy, and carbohydrates along with being the chief energy source in many animals are instant source of energy. It serves as the energy stores fuels and metabolic intermediates. It is stored as glycogen in animals and starch in plants. So stored carbohydrates acts as an energy source instead of the protein. So they form structural and protective components like in the cell wall of plants and microbes. So carbohydrates are intermediates in the biosynthesis of fats and proteins. They aid in the regulation of nervous tissue, and it is the energy source for the brain also. Carbohydrates gets associated with lipids and proteins to form surface antigens, receptor molecules, vitamins and antibiotics. The formation of the structural framework of RNA and DNA, ribonucleic acid and deoxyribonucleic acid. They are linked to many proteins and lipids. Such linked carbohydrates are important in cell-to-cell communication and in the interaction between the cells and other elements in the cellular environment. So in animals, they are an important constituent of connective tissues. Carbohydrates that are rich in fiber contain help to prevent the constipation. So also they help in the modulation of the immune system. So hope you are satisfied with this tutorial session. If you have any query, please write in the comment box. I will resolve that. And this session is powered by Digital Version 2, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's Institute, Jaipur. Thank you.